Hi, I'm Robin,
And I'm Kristen.
and we are back with another review of episodes 49 through 51.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
then the second
yes,
half of 50, they go to do some challenges in at Lotte World,
yes,
and they have to ride some rides and do some challenges. So
yes.
again, they have so when they went, they had headbands or headwear. So they had two of them had like bunny headbands, two of them had
Like
frog eyes, and
yeah,
then three of them had like the puppy heads.
yes, yeah.
And that ended up being how they determined, well, not how they determined, but how the teams were paired off. So they got into their teams. It was a draw.
Yeah, it was
so
a
either
draw.
A, B, or C.
Yeah.
And then I remember thinking, like, how crazy is that the rap line ended up as a team?
Yes, the whole rap line ended up as a team.
As one team.
And actually, when they were doing that, only two had to switch the hoods, well, the headpiece they had on, right? Because
I know Jin had a dog head on, because I remember he didn't put it on all the way. And when they were bowing to say thank you for the cake, his fell off,
yeah.
almost into the cake. And then I don't remember. I remember somebody said, I want to say it was Jimin, that said they wanted the bunny ears. And he was sad because he had to give up the bunny ears.
Yes.
Wait, no. He didn't have to give up the bunny ears. He ended up with the bunny ears. So it was somebody else. Maybe it was JK that said he wanted the bunny ears. Somebody said that they specifically wanted that headband and were sad that they didn't get to have it anymore. But it ended up being the rap line as one team, Jin and Jimin, and then JK and V were together.
Yeah. That was
and they started off, the first thing they had to do was ride the pirate ship.
Mm-hmm.
One that goes up and back and forth all the way up. Well, some of them were scared before they even got on it.
Yes.
Some of them are J-Hope.
They had to ask questions back and forth.
So it was like not the telepathy. No, it's a telepathy game.
Yeah.
So they get the keyword, and then they have to give clues, and the other person has to guess what it is.
What it is, yeah. And they were at total opposite ends of the pirate ship. Yeah. And so they had to yell it across, because with the noise of the ship, going back and forth and back and forth, and
all while screaming.
Yes.
Because, they're afraid.
And the first time it was done, the correct way. The second and third time.
So the first team that went, the second and third time they were struggling.
Third time.
The first one that went up, the first team was JK and V. And so I believe it was JK giving the clues, V guessing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, JK did really well giving clues.
Yeah.
He did very well giving clues. Him and V were tuned in. Yes. They were locked in.
They were.
They were like, we're winning this. Oh, because the prize was something worth 500,000.
500,000
won. So yeah, they were like, ooh, the way all of their eyes got big when they told them the value of the prize. Everybody was like, ooh.
It was very, they were very surprised.
I think they thought they were just getting 500,000 won. Yeah. And the crew had to reiterate, like, no, it's a prize worth
that much.
Yeah. So, but they definitely came to. They were not playing around. Like, they came to win.
They came
for
to
that
win.
First game
all the way.
Yeah. So they got 4. I think they got 4 of the clues, and they had to do it. Their time is the duration of the ride.
Yeah.
So once the ride is done, like, they can't give any more clues or anything. So they did that, and they did that, and they did that. And they did that. And then they come off. And who was up next?
JK and I'm sorry, Jimin and Jin.
Okay, so Jimin and Jin were next. And I think no, it was the rap line.
The rap line was next?
Yeah, the rap line was next. Because I remember Jin got on and rode with RM, and then you had Suga and J-Hope, and then JK and V.
Yeah, because they got back on.
Yeah, because they wanted to ride again.
Yes.
So they're just riding, having a grand old time. Jin is kind of sitting there with RM, just kind of like watching how they give the clues, because he's going to be the one giving clues when it's his turn. And then J-Hope and Suga were failing at being being present for the game. They were struggling so much. I remember there was one clue, and RM said, "What don't you have?" And they both at the same time said courage. And it was the funniest thing because first off, it was true.
Yes, it was very true.
They had zero courage in that moment. And when I went back and rewatched it, I was like, let me count all the times J-Hope has passed out. Because this guy like logged off.
Yeah.
So many times in this episode. I feel so bad for him because
he doesn't like these.
He doesn't. He's not a fan, and but it's entertaining to watch because you can tell like he's being a team player and he's really trying to do his best.
Yes.
But he's willing to participate, but man, at what cost?
I know.
At what cost?
And this, although they were excited about the prize, it just wasn't worth it in his mind.
He was like I tell you, the amount of times that he just kind of like just passed out for a little bit, and I'm just like, this poor guy. But at least he gets to take a nap.
As short as it may be, yes, it was a nap. Yeah.
And so they got one.
Mm-hmm.
They ended up getting one clue correct. And then Jin and Jimin. And this is why I remember the order, because when Jimin got on, V and JK switched places so that V was sitting next to Jimin to hold his hand.
Yes.
So I remember that. And then RM stayed on to ride.
Yeah.
And he was sitting next to him, and Jin just switched places.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's I remember that. And they ended up getting 0. They got 0 because Jimin was not yelling clues. He was yelling. He was screaming. He was just screaming the entire time. Eyes were closed. He was holding onto V's hand for dear life.
Yes.
So much so that he had V's hand tucked under his arm, across his chest, just gripped. V looked at for a moment. V was just like, I might not get this hand back.
No.
He's like, this is Jimin's hand now, because just the grip was so strong. He had a
strong grip on that,
and just so hilarious because Jin is trying to give his best clues. He's really putting his all into it, and every time he has to yell pass, I feel like he died a little inside because he was just like, we're not winning this prize at all. He's like, this is what I'm dealing with, guys. We're not doing so well. We're not doing so hot.
We're not gonna do this. This is not gonna
work. So they get through that. The scores: JK and V with 4, Rap Line with 1, Jin and Jimin with 0.
Yeah.
So then they move over to the next game, which is okay.
It wasn't the roller coaster.
No, that was the last one. This one was the bubble. Yeah, but I don't want to say waterlog because it seems so that name seems so mild. Because in my mind, I'm like, the log ride at Knott's Berry Farm or whatever, that's such a mild ride. I would say it's more like Splash Mountain, which is now Tiana's Bayou Adventure. But yeah, it was kind of like one of those games. Yes, you're in a log and it's a water ride, but it's a water roller coaster.
Yeah, yes, it's a wet roller coaster.
Yeah, it's a wet roller coaster. Which RM did make some notes about. He was like, "You guys are gonna get soaked."
Yeah. You're gonna get wet.
Yep. So the point of this, they had to blow a bubble and have the bubble intact when they came to get their photo taken.
Right. Yeah.
At that part of the ride.
And they did ask who could not blow a bubble. Who didn't? Yeah.
Who couldn't do it? And of course, it was RM. He's like, I can't drive, can't blow a bubble. He's like, can't do much, but I can lead this group.
I can lead this group, and I can lead it well.
I can lead it well, and I put everything in that, and I can't do anything else.
I don't need that petty stuff.
So yeah, don't ask me to do anything else.
As long as they drive, I'm riding. This is all. Yeah, but
he's like, they're drivers for that. If I really wanted a bubble, I can get somebody to make me a bubble.
I'll pop it. I'll walk away. I'm done.
So yeah, he didn't have to blow a bubble, but JK and V went through first, and they blew their bubble, and they rode, and they finished or whatever, and then they went on and rode again because they are just amusement park junkies.
Yes.
So they went through and they rode again. And then next was, now this is where I was a little confused because they had Jin and Jimin, and then they had Suga and J-Hope, and then I think JK and V had sat out for that one, and RM was in a separate log somewhere else. So I was really confused. I remember JK and Jimin were trying to figure, they were making guesses as to what the rest of the guys were saying on the ride. And they were saying like, oh, I bet you Sugar's gonna say this, Jin's gonna say this, whatever. And so then you get audio of them like in the dark part of the ride.
Right.
And I remember them like saying stuff and just talking, and then they got to the actual ride. But yeah, like I remember they were in the same log. So Jimin and Jin were in the first part, and J-Hope and Sugar were in the back, and then RM was in a separate one with a camera just with his little POV riding the ride just kind of for fun. But then they went back through again, and they had J-Hope and Sugar, or J-Hope in the front, and then Sugar and RM rode behind them, and so that was their turn to go through and do the bubble. And so I don't remember when Jin and Jimin blew their bubble, but they all got to ride as many times as they wanted to.
That's true. They all did get to ride.
They got to ride as many times they wanted to.
Yeah. But now all that, I don't remember all of that switching and stuff going on. I thought that I thought that RM was in the back because he couldn't do the bubble. So there was a time he rode by himself,
right? And that's when he got all wet, and he was talking about how you're gonna get wet on the ride,
right?
And then again he rode. So when they were showing the pictures, it was J-Hope in the front, Suga, and then RM was right behind him. But because he didn't have to blow the bubble, he wasn't facing the camera. So he was actually, like Suga's looking at the camera and RM's kind of like tucked behind him.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
I don't know why. Look, I don't know why I wasn't there.
But they all got points.
But they all got points.
Yeah.
They did not all get points because JK and V, they couldn't tell if they were a bubble or a reflection off their teeth. Because the bubbles were so small and the way they had turned.
Yeah.
Because they wanted to be cute and they posed.
Yes.
Guys, just blow the bubble. Because the pose ended up jeopardizing them their points.
Yeah.
So they came from feeling really good, getting the most points on the first one, and they got zero.
They got zero
on this one. So they were kind of like, oh. But again, they were trying to be cute. They were trying to be cute, and it cost them. So yeah, their bubbles weren't big enough, and they couldn't tell if it was actually.
But was it both of them or just?
No, it was both of them.
It was both of them.
It was both of them.
I was able to tell V's bubble. I know. JK's bubble was kind of small.
Like so small, and they couldn't tell if it was his bubble or if it was
all they had to do was just zoom in.
It was a printed picture.
Maybe not.
How you gonna zoom in on a printed picture?
Maybe not.
Let me just zoom. Let's do this.
Just zoom it in.
That doesn't work.
No, it didn't work.
So yeah, and then I think the rap line ended up getting the most points for that one.
Yeah.
So that pushed them ahead. So they ended up getting. I think they had 5 points. Jimin and Jin had 4 points, and then JK and V ended up having 4 points from the previous. That's their total.
Yeah.
Then the third
one
was the roller coaster.
Yes, that one was quite challenging.
What was their challenge?
The challenge, or
what was their challenge? What was the challenge?
Oh, they had to. Their challenge was that they had to memorize a phrase.
Yeah.
And in memorizing that phrase, they had parts of the phrase they had to memorize specifically.
So they didn't get the phrase in whole. They didn't get it in whole. Every other word.
Right. So when they recited the phrase, there was like one said one word, next word. So they didn't get the whole phrase. So they had to remember their word in the phrase or their phrase of the phrase.
all while going on a roller coaster.
All while going on a roller, and that was their only time to memorize it. Mm-hmm. So riding through the roller coaster and trying to, read that. Of course, RM was the only one that kind of got it down pat, and then he was like, "Okay, I'm just going to enjoy the rest of the ride."
Yeah,
he picked it up real quick.
He did.
He picked it up real quick, but it was really. I'm sorry. Were you going to say something?
I don't remember.
Okay, it was not a long time, because you think about the length of a roller coaster ride, mm-hmm. and that's all they had to do. That's the only time they had to memorize mm-hmm. it. And it was kind of hard because they couldn't listen to anybody else trying to recite their words, because mm-hmm. that would have messed them up in their part of the phrase.
Also, so they were busy screaming.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Well, so not JK and V.
No,
they were literally trying to recite their parts the entire time.
Right.
Which I thought, because they sounded like they had it, but I don't know, at some point they ended up switching it up, because when they got off the ride,
they didn't have it.
They did not have it.
They didn't have it.
And they were looking at each other like, what was I saying this whole time? Like, they were so confused.
Yeah. They didn't realize what did they state what the problem was?
I don't remember what their phrase was supposed to be.
I just know they put up that it wasn't correct.
They put up that it wasn't correct. And I can't remember at what point. And I want to say it was V. I feel like it was V. The V tripped up the first time, and then JK tripped up later in the phrase, and then they tried it again, and V had messed up. I think JK caught his mistake, but V messed up, and the phrase did not make sense, and they couldn't figure out what it was supposed to be.
Right.
So they ended up not getting any points for that one.
But did RM know?
Not theirs.
It was
Jin and Jimin.
Jin and Jimin. Okay.
Which is so crazy, because it's RM. I shouldn't be shocked by these things anymore.
No, you shouldn't be. Because not only did he get his, he got theirs.
Yeah, so the next ones up were Jin and Jimin.
Yes.
And they go through and they're doing theirs. And it was funny, because I thought that Jimin was going to be the one screaming the most. Mm. But all you heard was Jin. Just wailing, and so much so that the guys that were they were sitting on the platform,
yes,
and they're just listening, and you just hear it's like kind of quiet, they're not saying anything, and all of a sudden you just hear Jin screaming, and then they just bust up laughing. Because I think they too also expected Jimin to be the one screaming ridiculously loud, and then here comes Jin. And JK was making fun of him, which I will say, JK's imitation of Jin's scream was so spot on. It was so accurate.
Really, yes.
It was so accurate. I was like, he's a mimic. He is a mimic.
Well,
this man
got perfect pitch,
He can make, but he it's scary.
Yeah.
It's scary how well he can imitate others. And I'm just like, are you real?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Are you real? But JK is the original AI. He's too perfect. He's not human.
The fact that they were there alone, and the fact that it was at nighttime, it was like...
Well, it's indoors, so I don't think that really matters.
Oh, it was indoors? Yeah. The whole park?
That part that they were in, I think.
Oh, that part. Okay, the ride was indoors.
Oh, yeah, because I know the roller coaster was indoors, the pirate ship was indoors, and then even, the water ride, when they got up to the top, you saw the light reflected off the ceiling, because the light from the camera that they had in the log,
right?
You could see it reflected off the ceiling. So, yeah, it was...
I didn't get that feel at all.
It just looked like nighttime?
I just thought it was nighttime.
Honestly, we have no idea what time of day it was. It could have been crack of dawn before they even opened the park.
Now, I thought, you know what, I might be just associating it with our amusement parks, and I don't think we have any of that. We have rides
that are indoors,
but not like the whole park. But it was what I was going to say.
Well, I mean, like Great Wolf Lodge, isn't that indoors?
Water park, yeah,
but still, it's
water park.
Okay. Well, I don't know. All of our theme parks are outside. So.
But what I was going to say is that you could hear very clearly in generally during the day, generally when the park is open to the public,
you hear everybody, like all the chaos.
You hear it, but
and there's also music from the ride.
Right. So there was a lot, but all that was shut down.
Yeah,
so that was not going on.
Yeah.
So them sitting on the platform waiting for the coaster carts to come in, and they're riding the ride. You could hear everything, even them trying to recite the part of the phrase they were trying to recite.
Yeah.
But then on the other ride, the pirate ride, because of the distance, and I thought that it was outside and so they couldn't hear each other very well.
No,
that was my perception. But
the pirate ride, I mean, at least it's been a long time since I've ridden one. I'm trying to think. Like, I feel like it's a loud ride. It's because the thing that moves it
squeaks.
It's like the motor is really, really loud, and yeah, it does squeak.
It squeaks.
But that's such a big ship. Like that to have to yell across.
That's a big ride because there's quite a few people that ride that. We not too long ago on Asbury Farm, we rode a ride that was similar to that
with the kids.
Yeah,
and I didn't.
I was. Yes, I think so. Maybe not.
I don't know.
For me, I was ready to get off that ride before I got on that ride.
So you were Jimin.
I was Jimin and J-Hope. I did. I was going back and forth.
I'm sorry. Before we go on, I just want to give a little honorable mention to J-Hope and the way he holds on to the side of that pirate ride. And I know you guys all know because you've seen the little pinch like that he does when he holds on to things.
Yeah.
I remember watching it the first time and not really paying attention, and then that being brought to my attention and seeing it again, it's hilarious.
Yeah,
it's hilarious. Like he's really holding on for dear life by like pinching the side of the ride. And I'm just like, dude, he has so much faith in the strength of his index finger and thumb.
His pinch strength.
His pinch strength. He's just like, this is gonna keep me grounded. This is gonna keep me in the boat.
But not in that roller coaster because he was knuckling.
Oh, he was white knuckled.
He was knuckling it.
Yeah, he was white knuckled on a roller coaster.
There was no blood. It was just
poor guy. I'm telling you, like he has such a hard time. Like they put him through the ringer. Like he just. I feel so sorry for him.
And he's a better person for it.
But I love it because then we get to be entertained.
Yes.
We get the entertainment and we get to, talk about it like this. And yes, it sucks because nobody enjoys doing things that they're afraid of.
No, nobody.
But I don't think he's really afraid of it. I think he's just not a fan. I don't know. If you look at the many times
he does not like it.
He does. Yeah, he doesn't like it. Yeah, he's not. It's not that he's afraid of it. I think he just does not like it.
No.
And it could just be like maybe he doesn't like the way the way it feels on his
motion,
body.
yes,
it may make his stomach go up and down. Like I can understand that as long as he's not throwing up, they're fine.
Listen, when you're on the ride and your internal organs are moving about, there's a problem.
Yeah.
There's a problem.
Yeah. When they're over here doing a cha-cha slide inside your body.
Yeah. And you thinking everybody is sitting still.
No. Why are you moving?
No. It's like you can feel that stuff go into your throat.
So I feel for him.
Yeah.
But I'm also very thankful that he's willing to participate because it's so
very
funny.
entertaining.
Very entertaining. It is. Anyway, let's move on because we have to go through the rest of. So Jimin and Jin do theirs. They come in. They didn't get theirs right, but RM did.
Yes.
Which I don't know how he did it. I don't know if he just figured out what the phrase was supposed to be by them trying to go back and forth, or he heard them saying it on the ride, and he's just like, lock that in. I got it. And then the rap line goes and they do theirs. And like you had said earlier, RM read it. He said it to himself a couple times. And he's like, got it. And before they even got to the top, before the drop goes down, he put his little card away.
Yeah.
He was done. He was like, it's in here. He's like, it's in here now. Let's do this.
Yes.
And so he had both hands on the shoulder rest.
Yes. Yeah.
And he was just going.
He was like,
and so he was sitting in the back next to Jin. No, he was sitting in the front with Suga. That's right. Him and Suga were in the front. Jin rode again and sat behind them with J-Hope. Yes. And then you had the two maknaes in the back.
Yeah.
Just, being chaotic. Oh, the other thing was how they were mimicking the staff that work at the theme park, and like how they go through the spiel, the safety spiel, and then and then they let you go on, right? And it's just V and JK both were just really like getting into their characters, so that was really funny to watch.
Situational play.
And so you got all 6 of them on the ride, and Jim is just sitting there on the stairs listening to them scream.
Yes,
throughout the entire ride,
as they did him.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, they get back. V and JK were trying to sabotage the rap line to mess them up. They got theirs first try, no errors. Yes. And so they ended up getting a total of 11 points, I think. And then
so it took them to 15?
No, I think that was their total from the 3 games.
Oh, from the 11. 3 games.
Yeah, I think they ended up winning. Yes. They ended up winning, and they got the prize that was worth 500,000 won. Yes. Which they were like, ooh, let's figure out, let's see what it is.
They opened it right then and there.
Oh, like they sugar carry that they go put it on the table, and I think as he's lowering it on the table, he's ripping the wrapping paper off. Yes. Like it was just one of those things where it was just like, let's see what this prize is. Yep. And then they open it, it's an instant ramen maker. Yes. Which everybody else was super excited about. And Sugar looked at that like, why do we need that? Like his face, he was just like, is a pot not effective? And they're like, this is going to be quicker. Yeah, I remember, I think it was Jim, and was like, this is going to be quicker. And he was like, it takes 3 minutes to boil water. You can't wait for 3 minutes.
And then they went back, I guess, to the apartment.
So yeah, they did show them using it at the dorm.
Yes, at the
and
dorms,
making their ramen. But it was just so funny. He opens it and everybody's like, oh, and he's just like, really? This is it. Yeah. I think he was like hoping it might have been like a gaming.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
Or so like he was like something we could use.
Yes.
And he was like, it takes 3 minutes to boil water, guys. Like, why are we over here excited about an instant ramen maker
when it's instant already?
Like, it's already instant. He was like, how much quicker does it need to be? We're not that busy.
I know, right? That we couldn't, be attentive to the 3 minutes it takes to boil the water.
Yeah, his practicality cracks me up.
Yeah.
He's just like, this makes no sense.
That it was very good. The 3 episodes were very good. Like
I will say the cake that they had, the 50th episode celebration cake, I kind of wanted to eat that.
Did you?
I did. I did want to eat that.
It was a good looking cake.
That's the one thing I do like about when they get celebratory cakes, because they get, I don't know where their bakeries are. I can't wait to go and find out, because these cakes look so good, and I'm just like, where are y'all getting these cakes from?
And because I want floral arrangements look really good.
That too, I love their they always have such nice. I really want. I want to buy myself flowers and a cake from wherever they order them from, because
once you get there,
maybe we'll have to figure out where it's from though.
Yes,
because I want to get flowers that nice, and I want to eat that cake.
Listen,
can I eat that cake?
I want to order the cake. And how many years ago was this?
That one,
the 50th anniversary
or 50th episode. Oh my gosh! So they started in 2015, and I remember Jen made a comment about how it took this long to get to 50 episodes.
Yes.
So I want to say it was like, I don't know why 2018 is jumping in my head.
So they did this 2 years after their debut? They started the shows?
They started the shows 2 years after their debut.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
But I feel like it was, I want to say the 50th episode is 2018. And I would look it up, but we're recording on my phone. Yes. So I can't do that. But we'll have to look it up, and maybe we'll put it in the comments or the caption or whatever when we post.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember Jen's comment about, like, it took us this long to get here. It's like, my friend, you guys are busy. Like, you guys have a lot going on. That's why you were all so excited about the instant ramen maker. Try to save time. So yeah, they were, I think it was 3 years later. God, I don't know. I've never been so unsure of myself right now. Like, I'm really just like, yes, but is it? Am I right? I don't know.
I had to get clarification because I didn't know when they started their
Run
episodes.
BTS,
Run BTS, yeah.
So. 2015. I remember that.
Okay.
Well, that was episodes 49 to 51.
49 to 51.
Chaos, extremely.
Yes.
Extremely chaotic.
Yes.
But also it was nice looking back. I will say it was really nice how they did the recap, and you got to kind of quickly revisit with them all of their past episodes, and they had so much fun watching it. Yeah. Like you could see how they I feel like they forgot a lot of the moments, then they saw, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we did that."
Yeah.
Like, "Oh yeah, do you remember?"
You do, because it happens, when you think about it. They go through it so fast.
Yeah, so it was fun watching them get to kind of reminisce on everything that they had done. And it's adorable watching them get excited about the stuff that they did, and also the awards and how they really took it seriously. They were like, "We're getting awards, they're real awards." They were so precious. So it was a fun series of episodes to watch.
Yeah.
And yeah, the cake was good. The cake looked good. I don't know for sure.
Yes. I'm sure it was.
I'm sure it was good too.
Yeah,
but
it was good.
It looked good. I want to find out for myself.
Yeah, and that is what we can do.
That's what we can do
when we get there.
We'll let you know.
Yes,
when we get there, whenever that is.
Yeah,
but there will be cake.
There will be cake.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us this time, and we'll see you next time.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye-bye.